Boy found black object on the water's edge, but what it was actually shocked everyone. Joel was walking alone near the harbor at Valle Gran Rey. It was early morning and the beach was still empty. As he stepped over rocks and seaweed, something strange caught his eye. A large, black object was lying at the water's edge. It was shiny, round, and still. At first, Joel thought it was a washed-up piece of trash, maybe an old barrel or a tire. But as he got closer, he noticed it had a strange shape, and it was slightly moving. Nervous but curious, Joel poked it with a stick. What happened next was impossible to believe. Joel jumped back when the black object shifted again. It didn't make a sound, but it moved, as if something inside had reacted to the stick. He stood still, heart pounding. Then it stopped. No more movement, just silence. He slowly stepped forward and crouched beside it. Joel touched the surface with his hand. It was cold and rough, like stone. But not any stone he'd seen before. There were strange lines carved into it. Not cracks, not natural. They looked like letters or symbols, but from no language he knew. He ran back home and told his grandfather. Together they returned to the beach with a small cart. They lifted the object with effort. It was heavy, and rolled it home, covering it with a blanket. Joel's grandfather called an old friend, a man named Mateo, who once worked at a museum. When Mateo saw the object, he didn't say much. He just stared at it for a long time. Then he asked to take it to his lab. The next day, Mateo called them in. He had cleaned the object and opened a small panel hidden on its side. Inside, there was a metal box, and inside the box, documents, old papers, maps, and photos, all sealed in plastic. None were in Spanish, they were in English. One had a date, May 12, 1982. There were pictures of an underwater tunnel, not natural, built, walls, lights, even doors. On one photo, someone had written in red marker, "Not for civilian access." Another paper had large black letters, U.S. Naval Archive, classified. Joel and his grandfather looked at each other in silence. Mateo said he had already contacted someone he trusted. Soon, 2 people from the mainland came. They weren't police. They didn't wear uniforms. They asked where the object was found. They asked if anyone else saw it. Then they took the papers and photos, but left the object behind. A week later, the beach was closed off. A small boat with equipment floated where Joel had found the object. No one said what they were doing. Joel never got his papers back. But Mateo had kept one copy of the map. It showed a marked spot deep under the sea just off La Gomera's coast. Some say it's an old military project. Others think it's something more. But Joel knows what he saw, and he still walks the beach every morning, wondering if the sea has more secrets to give. The town later built a small statue at the harbor to remember the day when a black object changed everything. And Joel? He still walks the beach every morning, just in case something else washes up that needs his help.